What in tarnation?
Howdy folks, this is Applegeek, and welcome back for another My Little Pony reaction. This is Season 6, Episode 17, Dungeons and Discords. Finally, we got another Discord episode. Last time we saw him was Episode 22 last season, so it's been quite a while. I'm not sure what he's been up to this whole time, but just forewarning on this, I do recall seeing a brief synopsis for this episode a while back. So I do know it involves Big Mac and Spike, apparently. To what degree, I'm not exactly sure, but it's based on the title, which is obviously a play on Dungeons and Dragons, some sort of role-playing going on, and with Discord involved, I've got some ideas on what he might be trying to do, but I'll just have to watch and find out if my theory is correct or not, so... Without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. So, Dungeons & Dragons, starting now. Hey, Fluttershy.
Trendy coats,
Hi.
rose saddlebags. Oh, a surprise vacation just for the two of us. How thoughtful. I hear Puerto Caballo is lovely this time of year. Sand like powdered sugar.
That's very fine sand.
Princess Celestia has taken us on an overnight goodwill tour of Yakistan. I just found out.
Ooh,
So, what you're
Yakistan.
saying is no tea? Oh,
Nope.
Well, that's fine. I wasn't thirsty anyway.
If you're looking for something
This never
to
gets
do,
old with Discord.
you could spend the evening with Spike and Big Mac.
You aren't
Oh, you were
kidding.
serious?
They're very nice. They have a top secret thing they do whenever we leave Ponyville. Although every pony knows about it, so it's not a very good secret. I think you'd have fun with them.
Fun with sidekicks? Oh, you must think.
Oh, oh.
Everything is opposite. Da-dee-la! I'm
What
opposite Discord, and I want to hang out with Spike and Big Mac. I'm sure I'd have fun.
Well, guess what, Sassafras? I'm opposite Fluttershy, and I'm sick of being nice and quiet all the time.
Whoa!
Let me explain it to you as simply as I can. Me amazing.
I did not see that coming.
Well, I've already forgotten who we're talking about. You see?
All I'm saying is, it's an opportunity to expand your circle of friends. Unless you're
True.
afraid they won't like you.
Ooh.
Please, don't stoop to tedious reverse psychology. You're better than that.
It never hurts to make new friends.
Consider it considered. Couldn't I just come with you instead?
Really? Well, this is one of the better episode intros I've seen in a while. Fluttershy, wow. I love seeing this growth in Fluttershy. What more can I say on that? She's getting bolder and more confident in herself all the time, but wow. Sidekicks, ouch, ouch. So what are they? I wonder what they're gonna be doing. I've got some ideas. I'm also curious about the Yakistan
This is
thing, but
goodbye then. Have an absolutely fabulous voyage.
Discord.
Well, it's not my fault the new train route leads into an active volcano. Guess you'll have to stay. Oh, you're no fun.
she just ain't taking any of his
Uneffective but functional.
crap today.
Anything I forgot, Pinkie Pie? You're our resident Yakistan expert.
Nope, I brought Yeti food.
Yeti food?
Did I forget to mention there's a pony eating Yeti on Frostfield Glacier? We're gonna have so much fun!
If he messes with us, I'll turn that Yeti
It-
into confetti.
Nice. It is interesting they've actually got winter gear on because they haven't typically
So,
worn that
is
when
it
they're
an
in
awful
snowy
quick hurry to get
environments.
us outta
So
here? Don't y'all have too much fun without us?
I bet you boys have big plans, right, Spike?
I'm
right.
sure I don't know what you're talking about. Although if I did, I certainly wouldn't be allowed to discuss it with you girls.
Bye-bye!
Okay, Big Mac's really excited. Okay, is Big Mac gonna be talking in this episode? That's what I want to know.
What to say? How it becomes and kind of don't.
Fascinating article, yes.
He's got his own magazine.
Come over. Please don't let him come over. Please don't let him come over.
And they seriously are gonna invite him?
Salutations, my friend. Wish I could stay and chat, but I don't want to.
Wait! We were wondering, what are you up to tonight?
Here we go.
Do you wanna, I don't know, hang out? Is that like something you do?
Oh, Twilight's friend and Applejack's monosyllabic brother. If only I weren't super busy this evening.
I guess guys' night will just be you and me.
This episode is already
A
gold.
guy's night? You mean a rowdy evening of reckless revelry? Zoot suits, fedoras, swing dance?
Zoot suits.
Something like that.
I can see Spike in a zoot
totally
suit.
Come. Three of us would be way better than two.
That does sound fun.
I love these expressions of Big Mac's
Bet you're busy.
face.
Well, I suppose I could squeeze you in if I move a few very important ponies around. June, honey, be a dear, reschedule Luna and KK. That's what I call Princess Celestia. What a hoot. In fact, clear the whole evening. Tonight is guys' night. These fellas invited me to spice things up and bring a little class to the whole affair.
I know that's a reference to something. I'm just not
Tonight
sure
will
if
be the best night of
I've
your
got the
lives,
right thing
and
in
not
mind.
just because you get to bask in my greatness.
I do love basking in things. See you tonight. Twilight
That he
starts.
does.
The fun starts promptly at sundown.
Technically, the fun starts when I arrive, but I'll make sure it's around sunset. Adieu, fellas.
And we have sundown.
This is gonna be good.
We have sundown. I declare tonight's guys' night ceremonies officially.
Guys' night ceremonies. Okay.
It's
That is the most emphatic yup I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah." I heard it. Please let him speak. Like actual sentences.
Announcing the much-anticipated arrival of the spirit of chaos and disharmony, the purveyor of pandemonium, lord of lawlessness, earl of turmoil, bringer of bedlam, dun da da dun da da da, discord.
What? He's just gonna break it. I swear that's a Space Jam reference. Nice.
Shall we hop to it? I made a list of the rowdiest establishments in Ponyville.
Or just a general base basketball reference. I don't know.
Rather short.
Actually, we're staying here. I hope you like awesome games.
Games! I love games. I'm great at games. Famous pony charades? Oh, this is an easy one. Who am I? Huh? Huh?
Oh no! No! No!
Come on!
No!
I'm talking about a
Oh,
You're feeding the shippers again.
Friend ponies in hedge mazes and turning them against each other. Those were the days.
What the?
Not exactly. Wait here.
That was Celestia's mane as a
Whatever
cat.
it is, it can only get better by adding me to the mix.
I have no words.
Okay. In a world where evil reigns
And it's
supreme,
just a board game,
small
right?
band of warriors stands tall against the darkness. This is ogres and oubliettes.
Ogres and what?
Oh, this looks like...
The best game ever? You're right.
Yes.
Ogres
Right.
and Oubliettes is a fantasy role-playing adventure game. Our goal? defeat the evil squid wizard, or, as we call him, the Squizzard.
What was with that laugh from Big Mac?
The Squizzard has laid siege to the last free city in Spitopia. That's the name of the land. He's
Naturally.
kidnapped a beautiful unicorn princess named Schmerity. Which is like a normal name in Spitopia, so
Oh my.
don't think about it too much.
Fear not. Your
The
romantic
shipping.
illusions are safe with me.
Just never mind.
First things first, you gotta create a character. Name?
How about Discord?
What else?
The whole point of the game is you get to use your imagination and be someone you're not. I'm Garbunkle, a famous magician. Everyone treats me with the utmost respect.
Just like in
course.
real life?
And don't get jealous, but I'm a level 30 enchanter with major skill points assigned to intellect and perception.
Go on, I'm listening.
Big Mac's character is Sir McBiggin, a level 27 Black Knight unicorn from Castle Chadwick.
I'm listening.
When his king
unicorn,
aligned
of course.
himself with the Squizzard, Sir McBiggin would not besmirch his honor.
Nope. I'm listening.
And so it came to
He's
pass.
getting more and more bored by the
Magician
second.
Black Knight vowed to rid Spitopia of the evil Squizzard. So, your character's name?
I already have the best name in the universe. Why would I change it for something like Captain Woods?
Captain Was it is.
Captain was.
What class are you, Captain Was? There's archers, mages, rogues.
Can I suggest we take a
rogue
break
sounds
and,
good.
I don't know, go out and have some fun? Ponyville's not going to paint itself red.
You'll love it once we get started.
Yeah,
How about an archer?
there's no way this game is not going to
Just
come
as
to life.
miserable as the other options. So, fine.
Sir McBiggin, are you prepared to enter the world of ogres and oubliettes?
Yup.
Discord. Or
Are you
should
serious
I say
about this?
Captain Was. Are you?
Now get on with it.
We find ourselves trapped in the dungeon of the evil Squizzard. The bars are locked tight. The bars exist in our imagination.
Of course.
Really? You describe things, and then we pretend it's real.
It is real.
Where's the fun in
in
that?
our imagination. It's your turn first. What do you want to do?
Curse myself for attending this infernal evening? No, you mean in the game.
Well, you can do whatever you want. Then, I roll this 20-sided die to see if you're successful.
I stick my head through the bars and demand for the immediate release of the Lord of Chaos.
Nice.
That's a big risk. You have to roll a 17 or higher to succeed.
Nope.
Oh, bad idea. The guard gets mad.
This spell here, I transform him into a parsnip.
You need 11 intelligent points to cast a transform into root vegetable spell.
I'm not intelligent. I cast it anyway because this game is stupid.
The spell backfires. So your claws grow leaves and transform into parsnips.
Parsnips.
The guard laughs.
I'm liking this.
Calls his friends over, and they laugh too.
Don't you laugh at me. Does it really say that? Let me see.
Big Mac is
As
hilarious.
you get angrier, every pony laughs harder.
I seal Sir McBiggin in a magic bubble until he stops laughing.
I told you, you can't do magic.
Wanna bet?
Nope. Not intelligent enough, please.
Cut it out, Discord.
Oh, this game is insufferable. Let me show you a real guy's night. Oh, this is the
Okay.
jazz.
Got the zoot suit.
Best table, magic and buy. This is what guys' night is all about. Am I right, fellas?
Wait, are they in Las Pegasus or something?
You probably didn't do this on purpose, but this table's the perfect size of shit.
I don't think so. Let's have a drink.
Spike.
Chocolate milkshake?
No, you want to go back to ogres and...
Oh, how about a different
I'm sure there's
game?
tons of references I'm missing here, but the dog's playing poker. Oh, I got that one.
Very bad cards.
Stop messing with us. We want to...
A dance contest? Surprise! We won!
Discord?
Yes.
Look, we don't want to do these things. We want to play our game. If you don't want to play with us, you can, I don't know, sit and watch.
Sit and watch.
Oh no, he didn't.
Fine. We'll play your game. Are you ready to enter the world of
Here we go.
ogres and oetS?
Yep.
Begin?
Yep.
And I'm Garbuncle? That means sweetness! We're in the game! Check it out! 'Cause now...
Spike with magic powers. Oh no. Sure, why not? And Big Mac too.
It's guys' night.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
In the game now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Discord, where are you? This is great. You made the game real.
Whole new set of Big Mac. This is awesome.
Should we be worried he's
boy.
using his scary voice?
You probably should.
Behold, I am the Squizzard!
Who's voicing that Squizzard guy? And why are they just cards? You have magic. Nice.
You find yourself on a battlefield. A barrage of arrows rains down on you. If you roll a 15 or higher, the shield protects you. 14 or lower, and well, you get the idea. 17, lucky you.
Discord!
Sir McBiggin, I'd cover the entrance if I were you.
This isn't funny!
Isn't this what every gamer wants? To live the game? Like this?
And of course he takes on the, yeah.
This kind of hurts. Like,
Where is this gonna go?
Oh, how kind of you to notice. It's the little details that really bring alternate dimensions to life, wouldn't you say?
Discord! This is awful!
Of course it is! Spiketopia will be mine, and Rarity shall be my bride!
Oh no.
Why are you doing
That had to
this?
hurt.
You're the worst!
If I'm the worst, then why did you invite me?
Because we felt bad for you!
Because you...
What?
There's the lesson.
We're okay, we're okay. No thanks to you, Discord!
You
That was over quicker
felt
than I thought.
Sorry for me?
Who wouldn't? Fluttershy told us you practically begged her to stay. And then at the train station, you were just standing there, all alone.
This can't be. I'm supposed to feel sorry for you because I'm me and you're you.
We only invited you to be nice.
Big Mac.
I mean, you're kind of a weirdo.
Yeah. I ruined your night and you don't even think I'm cool? Oh, how embarrassing. I should go. I have a lot of other friends I need to see tonight.
Good.
Like who?
Yes, so many other
The
friends.
Smooze?
Farewell, Garbuncle the Magician, and brave Sir McBiggin. May Providence smile upon thee in thy quest to rid Spiketopia of the dreaded Squizzards. Oh, and I say it that way, the game doesn't sound half bad.
You never really gave it a chance, did you?
It's better this way, right?
Yup.
Because now he can't bother us because he's off somewhere by himself. All alone. With no
Boy.
friends.
Yup.
So,
We
gonna end up
find
with some
ourselves
kind of
in the
compromise
dungeon
here?
of the Evil Squizzard. The bars are locked, and who am I kidding? We should give him another chance. Captain Was, can you hear me?
And he's right back. Yep,
You
he is
realized
waiting.
how amazing I am, and that I make you cooler just by being around me?
Don't push it, buddy.
No, actually, that's not what I meant to say. I'm...
What?
I'm...
He can't hear you.
Nope.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry for ruining
You say
your
careful, don't
day.
hurt
I'm sorry
yourself.
that I thought I was better than you. Now let's play before this evening gets any sappier, shall we?
Yup.
Yeah, okay. What if we forgot
Alright.
the board and the pieces for a minute? I mean, the whole game coming to life was completely terrifying, but also kind of the best thing ever. So,
Gonna go back in again,
Big Mac
really?
and I were wondering, what if you toned it down just a teensy bit?
Welcome home, everyone.
I've got your back, Captain Was.
He's gotten completely into character. What? Wait a minute. Is he supposed to be Legolas?
Follow my lead! Nice one! It's guys night.
We should just close the door and let them finish. Whatever this is.
No
Yeah.
way! Did you see Big Mac's sword? I totally want in! Yeah, I don't know what it is,
Figures.
but it looks like super duper fun!
Ooh. What the heck?
Nice, nice!
Is she a bard? Something? I wanted to see all 6 of them go in there. And where was Starlight Glimmer? Come on, writers! Yeah. Okay, well, this was different. Didn't quite go the way I'd expected. I expected a little bit more of a epic battle thing in the in Discord's artificial game world, but still a very interesting story and interesting lesson in there as well. Yeah, as usual, I'm gonna just cut it here, go back, give this another watch, and I will come back shortly with my thoughts on this. So stay tuned. All right, well. Definitely a fun episode. It's one of the better ones this season, actually, and now that I've had some time to think about it, actually one of the better Discord episodes, I feel like. There's just some certain things in it that went a different direction than I thought they would, and it kind of, took my overall opinion of the episode, at least the initial opinion, down a couple notches, but, it's, not really problems with the episode, just, things I might have done a little bit differently or just thought would go a different way. So I'll touch on those as I go along here. So it's a secondary character focus episode. We really haven't gotten too many of those in the series in general. Most of the time, there's some main character or another that we're focusing on. The last one we had actually was On Your Marks earlier this season, where it was focused just on the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and none of the main 6 even appeared in the episode, which was a first. Here, the main 6 appeared, but they got out of the picture early in the episode and only came back at the very end, so they weren't really in focus at all. instead, we got to spend some time on characters that we don't necessarily see a whole lot of. Well, we've seen quite a bit of Spike this season, so that's always fun to see him more. But Big Mac, we don't really get to see a whole lot of him very often. Really, the last big chunk of screen time we got with him was Brotherhood Social, which was in the middle of last season. So, it's fun to see him again. And then, of course, Discord, seldom see him as well. So, it's interesting to take this group of secondary characters and put them together and see how things work out. Because with Discord, it's primarily been between him and the main 6 thus far. So this was a new angle to try out here. Initially, I wondered with Discord how things were going with him in terms of his being able to make friendships. We saw back in What About Discord that he had succeeded in becoming more friendly with the rest of the main 6, not just Fluttershy. But, beyond that, I wondered if he was able to make friends with anyone else. And it looks like he hasn't, because the fact that all the main 6 were leaving all at the same time, and he was just basically going to be all by his lonesome. Nobody to hang out with or talk with or anything. It also kind of implies that he probably spends a fair amount of time with Fluttershy, just the way he was clinging to her and begging her not to leave and whatnot. And I'm kind of curious why he didn't actually go along, or to try to go along with Fluttershy in the gang. I don't know. Is there some weird thing where he's not allowed to really leave Ponyville on his own or something? Like, is that some weird thing Celestia established as part of his, reformation program? Or I don't know why that idea popped into my head. It just, I wonder why we only normally see him around Ponyville unless he's got an explicit, reason for being somewhere else. So I don't know. You guys are free to speculate on that. I'm probably reading way too much into that. So anyway, moving on. But yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't want her to leave, but she did, and he didn't go along. Okay, so now he's alone. Now we got this weird situation where it seemed like he didn't think all that highly of Big Mac and Spike, like they were the sidekicks and like he was way cooler than them or something, and he didn't really want to have to hang out with them. But at the same time, it's like if he didn't want to hang out with them, why didn't he just disappear? Like if he would have rather have been alone than hang out with them, why didn't he just disappear right away? Instead, he stood there, just saying like, don't ask me. But he stayed there, and then they did ask him. He's like, okay, fine, I'll go along with your activities. I think it's one of those weird cases where he equally didn't want to have to hang out with them, but also didn't want to be alone, so he was just kind of stuck. And since they ended up asking, he was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But like I said, I think he felt more like he was doing them a favor of hanging out with them, as opposed to them hanging out with him. But they thought they were doing him a favor by, inviting him into their gang so he wouldn't be alone while the main 6 were all out of town, based on what Fluttershy had said about his, begging her to stay and such. But yeah, definitely some miscommunication there. Both sides thought they were doing each other a favor. That's what led to the conflict. This is one of the things that was weird. I thought that he would force his way into their game night, against their will because he had nothing better to do. But it was actually the other way around. So that was where it kind of took an interesting turn. And ultimately they just wanted to invite him. They had their plans. They have their game night. They have their, this is the thing that we do. It's their tradition or whatever. And they thought that he would enjoy doing it with them. Problem is, he immediately thought that it was, stupid, boring, whatever. He didn't want to have anything to do with it, never actually gave it a chance. And instead, he tried to, more or less, convince them to do other things that he more liked to do. Or his, painting the town red, basically, go out and causing mischief and whatever. That was his idea of entertainment, and that's what he wanted to do. And basically, they couldn't see eye to eye in it. So the Spike and Big Mac wanted to play their game, he wanted to do other stuff, and that caused conflict. And instead of trying to find common ground, it ended up just escalating to the point where, he actually took their game and kind of threw it back in their face and tortured them with it by bringing it to life. and you know, ended up with Spike and Big Mac getting really angry at him and more or less kicking him out. You know, I was like, well, we're gonna play our game, but you know, you're welcome to just sit and watch if you want. If you're not gonna join in, you know, that was kind of a lousy attitude to have. I mean, I understand why they went there, because he really did kind of, you know, push their buttons the wrong way more than he should have. You know, it's one of those things, kind of a little bit of fault on both sides, actually. You know, he should have been more willing to give their stuff a chance and not, you know, torture them with the game. And they should have been a little bit more, you know, sensitive to, you know, his, you know, need for a little bit more excitement than just a table game, you know. So, whatever the case, you know, and he did kind of realize at the last minute, it's like, hey, maybe the game could actually have been fun, but at that point they'd already kind of kicked him out. And Spike, to his credit, you know, I thought he handled the whole thing pretty well. I mean, I felt like his anger was really justifiable, honestly. I thought he kept his cool pretty well through all the stuff Discord was pulling. But, you know, Spike did pretty much immediately realize that it wasn't right of them to just, you know, kick him out like that, so they decided to give him a second chance. And I think that kind of speaks to Discord's growth in his friendship too. I mean, just the fact that Spike and Big Mac were willing to give him not just one but two chances. I mean, with all the distrust there was of Discord in the past, you know, that's come a long way. Now that he's, you know, pretty good friends with all the main six, you know, these sidekicks like Spike and Big Mac are like, you know, well, he's definitely weird and whatever, but, you know, maybe it'll work out. Maybe we can find some common ground, you know. So I thought that was pretty big of them to actually, you know, extend the invitation like they did twice. So, and then yeah, because of what he had done, you know, with bringing the game to life, you know, they actually got the idea, hey, instead of just doing this, that actually was a pretty cool idea, but instead of, you know, using it against us like that, can't you just dial it back a little bit and then we can all enjoy it? And it's like, hey, see, now we've got compromise. Took, you know, the idea of, hey, we really enjoy this game, and, you know, Discord was able to apply his twist to it, and it became great fun for all of them, and new friendships are born. So yeah, right there, Discord proved that he can make more friends than just the, you know, the main six, basically. So now that this is probably going to be a thing they'll continue doing going forward. Whenever they have a guys' night thing, I'm sure Discord's going to be right there with Big Mac and Spike. So, yeah, heck, maybe next time we can have like Shining Armor and Sunburst join or something. I don't know. It could be fun. But yeah, so the Discord has definitely come a long way. And yeah, we did get a lot of his, you know, shenanigans in terms of magic stuff, but I actually felt like it was dialed back a little bit. I felt like it was more focused on his character growth than it was all the, you know, just shoving tons of references in there and goofy stuff. I mean, there's still plenty enough of that, but for me, the really funny stuff wasn't so much Discord's antics as it was Big Mac. Oh my word, Big Mac was awesome this episode. I said that this is the most screen time he's gotten since Brotherhood Social, and we got like a whole new side of him. Like, we've never, I don't think we've ever really seen like what he enjoys much for like entertainment. He's always just been, you know, working the farm and doing his thing, you know, but he has this whole other side of him where he just gets like super into this game, like super passionate about it, and I love seeing that. You know, it's fun to see when somebody gets on a topic that they're passionate about, and just see the excitement in their face, and you know, they start gushing about it and whatever. It's a lot of fun to see that. And we hadn't really seen that with Big Mac before. He's always just kind of so reserved and quiet. You don't really see that side of him, but we got to see it in this episode. And a sense of humor too. I mean, the way he and Spike were just laughing their heads off. Wow. That was fun. So, and the facial expressions too. I mean, they weren't really crazy. They were just fun to see for his character. It just, like I said, a new side of him, kind of emotionally and everything. It just went right along with that. And oh man, I'm sure the artwork is going to be out there for him now. So yeah, that was really fun to see, and we got a few words out of him beyond just the yup and nope. So that's always fun to get little bits of speech out of him. And I honestly don't really mind, you know, not having a whole lot of talking from him. You know, just these little bits are kind of fun because, again, that's his thing. It's what makes his character unique. So just always fun to see him kind of, you know, toy with that. The game world itself, this was another thing where I felt like it just went a different direction than I thought. I pretty much knew going into this episode that there was going to be some sort of a game like this that Discord was going to bring to life. But I thought it was going to be more of a main focus of the episode, like more like a Power Ponies thing. As I was chatting with somebody about this, you know, where there it's like most of it's essentially like a storybook world, and most of the episode and its lesson and everything took place within that storybook world. Here, the game world just became another device that Discord used in his conflict with Spike and Big Mac. It wasn't like the main focus of the episode, and they didn't spend nearly as much time in it as I thought they would. And it wasn't really, I said, it just wasn't a main focus. I felt like they could have actually utilized that world a lot more to do more antics and stuff, but you know, quite honestly, I'm almost thinking that might have actually taken away from the point of the episode a little bit. So I'm not really sure how I would have done that differently. It just went a little different direction than I thought. But overall, though, it was fun to see. I mean, Spike and Big Mac, both with magical powers. I mean, well, it was funny with Spike. We just saw him last episode, like practically getting his own army for a short time, and now this episode he's got magic spellcasting powers. Like, wow, they're really pushing this whole Spike coming to power thing this season, aren't they? And Big Mac, for that matter, we saw a little bit of him in magic back in Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep, so it's not exactly an original idea. At least this time it was just a unicorn, not an alicorn. Yeah, it's just I said I would have liked to have seen more fun with them having those powers and stuff, you know, in that world. But they did come back to it a little bit at the end, which was cool in the final scene. So anyway, I mean, it's a fun idea too, because like, how many of us haven't, you know, ever, you know, seen a fictional world either in like a TV show, a movie, a video game, a book, anything of the sort, and wanted to visit that world? I mean, that's essentially the opportunity that Spike and Big Mac were given, and you know, obviously they would have wanted to do that just as long as they weren't in danger of being like seriously hurt or something like they were the first time. So I'm really glad they were able to work that out with Discord at the end. So just some other thoughts here, other items of mention. Opposite Fluttershy. What the heck? I do not know where that came from. I don't know if that you know, color inverted spell thing that Discord had cast, I don't know if that actually affected her personality, or if she just basically had enough of his shenanigans and just snapped at him, or what. I mean, after he snapped him back to the regular, you know, color scheme, then Fluttershy was like, you know, like, did I just actually say that? So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it's like, wow, okay, Fluttershy can still be very assertive when necessary. But even that aside, just how she was handling the whole situation with Discord, I mean, you know, doing the whole, you know, gentle but firm reinforcement, and, you know, a little reverse psychology thing there and stuff. And then at the train station, she's like, Discord. I just love this. I love seeing, she's just, the words are failing me. She kind of projects just an air of confidence that we have not seen in her prior to this season. I love seeing this increased maturity in Fluttershy. It's so much fun. The winter outfits, oh man, especially Fluttershy is like, you know, instant diabetes. I don't know why they had those, because they've been to, you know, cold, snowy environments before and not really had not really been decked out to that extent in their, you know, warm clothing. So I don't know why they just all of a sudden decided to put that stuff in here. I mean, it looked adorable. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of artwork of it, which I can't wait to see. And just a little scratch in my head, like, why? So, but anyway, it's still fun to see those different outfits. Makes me wonder, did Rarity make them all? On that note, Rarity was the only one of the main 6 who did not speak at all this episode. That's interesting. Normally she's one to be, you know, speaking up about things. She was strangely silent this episode. And we've seen her a lot this season, so, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just something I found interesting. So, but no, the big thing, the big side thing, Yak-Yakistan. This is kind of a big thing. I feel like it's one of these subtle hints that we keep getting this season about, you know, the allies of Equestria. I was like, they've got to be building up to something big for this season finale. I swear, something big is coming with this. And then this is significant. Not only is it a continuity callback, but, you know, here we've got the main 6, you know, Princess of Friendship and her friends as like a diplomatic delegation going to Yak-Yakistan to, you know, further relations or something. And remember, no pony's been to Yak-Yakistan before. I mean, Pinky came like that close that one episode, but yeah. So I mean, that's big in and of itself that they actually have ponies going that far to visit them. But so the Yaks, the Griffins, the Dragons, you know, all these allies, Saddle Arabia potentially is like, well, what are we building towards here? And now the Changelings are back, and the theories have been running wild, and they keep gaining steam as we go along in the season. So can't wait to see what we get in the season finale here. It could be quite interesting. So, but yeah, that's basically all I got this episode. I said, you know, the main thing, it was primarily a great character building episode for Discord. I said one of his best ones, honestly, and yeah, just a lesson of, you know, compromise as friends. We just, you know, sometimes, you know, both sides got to give a little bit, and, you know, if you do, you might just find out that you end up better off than you would have otherwise. So I guess that's basically it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this, watching this along with me again, and I will definitely be back again next week for the next episode. So until then, have a good night.